Let's take a look at Caspa's price today, see what's happening with the price of Cas as we are going into Monday morning. Looking across the board, we're seeing a sea of red, but we need to keep in mind, Bitcoin did see a new monthly low, which of course is going to have an impact on the broader market. Several coins down right now as far as Caspa is concerned, down about 2%. On the weekly time frame, Caspa is down 15.3% right now. So let's take a closer look and see what's happening. Before we do that, as always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So price right now 4.43 cents, down about 1% on the Bitcoin side of things, with the market cap sitting below $1.2 billion. So the valuation on Caspa is pulling down substantially, but again, we need to kind of keep in mind this is due to the fact that we're seeing the broader market retracing quite a bit. But again, 1.2 billion. The 24-hour trading volume at about $35 million. Let's take a closer look and see what is happening right now. So as far as the dominance is concerned, 59.34%. You can see for yourself just about a few hours ago, we were sitting at about 59.8%. Since then, quite a sharp, pullback for the dominance. And again, in a way, this is a good thing because like I said in all my other updates, I'll try to tell you guys if the dominance is sitting higher, and you do tend to see the dominance actually gain strength when Bitcoin is going down. That is not a good thing because altcoins are going to have more of a red day than what we're seeing. So if you're thinking this is bad, it could have been much worse on the daily time frame, especially when Bitcoin lost that support line at the 95k key range, which obviously was our monthly low just a few days back. But we set a new monthly low. You could see for yourself, we came down to $93,000 and have seen a little bit of a rebound since then. But again, I'm not buying it. I still think we do retest some of these lower time frames for the broader market. But again, you want to really see the dominance continue to show weakness in this case, especially if Bitcoin has more downside, because I think altcoins won't see sharper pullbacks. But again, that does not mean altcoins are not going to go down. Altcoins are going to be impacted with Bitcoin's move, and this is why we talk about Bitcoin on a day-to-day basis. But with that said, let's take a look at what's going on with Caspa's price. So as far as Caspa's price is concerned here, take a look at it for yourself. 4.4 cents, as I've discussed with you guys. Obviously, we retested that 5.5 cents mark just last week. This was a resistance in a way. We actually got rejected by this key range. I can talk about this several different times. Obviously, on October 20th, we're having a little bit of a hard time breaking out of there, and October 30th, and just over the beginning of November, you can see for yourself we had a hard time breaking out of that key range. But since then, obviously, the entire market, including Bitcoin, has been in the downwards trajectory. Caspa is not going to make an exception. You can see for yourself since November 10th, so about 6 days back, we have seen Caspa retracing about 20%. But also, you want to kind of keep in mind then, since then, Bitcoin has seen quite a sharp pullback as well. But right now, you can see for yourself, we still have not, fill the wick that we did see on November 4th. That's around 4 cents price point, significant amount of support for Caspa, and that is still a move of about 9.1% as to, where from where we are. And as far as main targets are concerned, as you guys know, this was an all-time high at one point, especially around 2023 for Caspa, and those levels now are playing as a support for us. But you can see for yourself the 4 cents is going to be a big support for Caspa. We obviously rebounded from there on November 4th, came up to 5.5 cents. It was quite a nice move towards the upside. If you want to put this into perspective, we saw Caspa pumping up almost 40% after retesting 4 cents. But pretty much looks like we're about to see that double bottom really forming with the market conditions, and potentially even dropping below that range would not be a big surprise to me. In terms of next major support line, as you guys know, 3.6 cents, significant support for Caspa. If you want to put this into perspective, that is a move of about 18 to 19%. And again, if Bitcoin is able to get down to some of these levels that we have been discussing, I think that is definitely on par with the targets for Caspa. But long-term accumulators for Caspa, the people that still believe in Caspa, based off of my comments, they are happy at this retracement because it is down substantially from its all-time highs. If you want to put this into perspective, you can see for yourself from its all-time highs on July of last year, it is down 80% right now. But one plus point that I want to point out for Caspa, of course, yes, it's a unique layer one, but there's a lot of competition, of course. That's not the plus point that I'm pointing out. The biggest plus point, in my opinion, is how the tokenomics on this project, look one of the best, in my opinion. So again, valuation very low right now. We are barely holding in the top 100. But this is kind of the very similar tone with a lot of other projects as well. You can see for yourself, everything seems to be down right now. It's just the market conditions that we're in. But I think the sooner this happens, for Bitcoin, the better it is. It's going to kind of give us a little bit of a better outlook on, what we could be expecting in 2026. Is this cycle no longer valid? Because again, as far as the cycle is concerned, this is the first time where we're seeing in a bull market historically Q4 being bearish. But again, there's still a lot of time left, a month and a half. A lot can still end up happening. So we'll kind of, hold off on Q4 numbers till then. But as of now, we're sitting at about a 15.4%, retracement for Bitcoin in Q4. But let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Thanks for the love. We'll see you later in crypto, ZX and peace.